Hi, hello friends, welcome to Swan Institute YouTube channel. Coming to myself, I am Mahesh Achari, registered with NSE, National Stock Exchange. You can find our institute in Facebook as well by searching Swan SIFM. Along with, you can find our institute in Google as well by searching Swan Institute. And you can follow our institute in Just Dial as well by searching Swan Institute. And friends, don't forget to subscribe our channel if you still didn't subscribe our channel. And I mentioned one link in description link to how to open the Demat account. You can go to link and you can click on the link and you can open the the Demat account within 10 minutes. Kindly if you still don't have any the Demat account, kindly open with this link only, friends, because if you open this link, open your Demat account with this link, so you will get the good services from our Zerodha point of view. So if you have any difficulties, any problems with the the Demat account, I will going to resolve with the fraction of minutes. As friends, today we are going to discuss about the topic of Zomato IPO. So Zomato was founded as Foodie Bay in 2008 and it was renamed to Zomato on 18th January 2010. So after 2 years they renamed to Zomato Media Private Limited. In 2011, Zomato expanded across India to Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Chennai, Pune and other metro cities in 2012. Later 2012 year, Zomato expand their business internationally. So currently Zomato operates their operations in about 24 countries including like India, Turkey, Australia, USA, Sri Lanka, United Kingdom, South Africa, New Zealand, so many of countries. With the employees of 5,000 plus employees and these operations are operated in more than 10,000 cities currently. Let's have a look onto the founders, Deepinder Goyal and Pankaj Chadha. These both guys are founded this Zomato company in 2008 and currently it is running 32 million monthly active users in 2021. So it's the biggest app and biggest online food delivery as well. And coming to the revenue, the big share revenue came from around 72% of total revenue comes from the restaurants advertising and marketing, and 12% of revenue coming from ticket sales, and remaining portion of percentage comes from the consulting and food delivery services. Zomato reported 2,486 crores of revenue from the operations in 2020 year. And coming to the shareholding pattern, Info Edge company, a well-known company, it is also having a 18.68% of stake in Zomato company as the ownership, and Uber also is having 9.19%. Alipay Singapore is also having 8.39%, and Antfin Singapore also having 8.26% of major. These are the major stakeholders in the Zomato company. A remaining portion of having a bit of ownership in the different companies and foreign investors. And many of people, we know that Zomato, when it remember the Zomato, everybody think that online food delivery, we are going to open the app and we are going to place an order, we will get the food from the different hotels whichever we would like to get from the hotels. But many of people don't know about the how they are going to do, how they are getting revenue from the different operations they are going to do. So what does Zomato do? So we are going to know about the Zomato, what is going to do in this business. So Zomato is an online restaurant aggregator, we know that, and it offers customers a platform to search and discover restaurants, read and write customer generated reviews, and view and upload photos as well, order food delivery, book a table and make a payments while dining out at restaurants. It also provides restaurant partners with the industry specific marketing tools which enable them to engage and acquire customers to grow their businesses while also providing last mile delivery services as well. Let's discuss about the IPO dates. And before that, we need to know about the IPO purpose. Why Zomato company is coming to the IPO? What is the purpose? So main purpose is Zomato coming for the IPO. Main purpose of funding organic and inorganic growth initiatives and general corporate purpose. So this is the main motto to offering the public issue. And let's discuss about few dates, important dates, how to apply, where to apply means. So we are now going to discuss about the IPO dates. So let's have a look on here. IPO issue will be open July 14, 2021, and it will close on July 16, 2021. It will available only for 3 days. So if you are interested to apply for this IPO, so this is very important to guys. Whenever you are going to apply for any IPO, you have to apply on first day, and generally IPO will open and 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. onwards, and it will close around 5 p.m. So you have to keep on your mind. You can apply first day at first hour around 10 o'clock or 10:30, before within 1 hour you can try to apply for the any IPO. And coming to the price band, there put the price band amount in between of 72 to 76 rupees. So anyhow, we are going to apply for any upper band price, that is 76. So we are going to apply with the 76. You can select as a upper band price. So that is 76, and 195 shares in a single lot is having. So it would be cost around 14,820 rupees. So you can calculate 195 shares in a single lot into 76 is a maximum upper band price. So you have to keep with in your funds around 14,820 rupees for a single lot. And you know that retail investors can bid for a maximum of 13 lots. So you can apply for the IPO if you are really interested, and apply for this IPO with not only single lot. You can apply up to 13 lots as a retail investor. And fresh issue is around 9,000 crores and remaining 375 crores issued to the offer for sale to their existing shareholders, not for the retail, new shareholders. And they're also offering to their existing employees as it's a reservation purpose. Like it's like they kept around 65 lakh shares to their reservation to employees. So if you are a Zomato employee, so you can also apply for it's a reservation quota. Maybe sometimes you will get a discount price. So and additional IPO apply also you can able to apply for that if you are a Zomato employee. And here friends, let's discuss about the allotment, refund and listing dates. So now we know about that. If you got allotment got approved, so you will get allotment your shares in your Demat account on July 22nd. So I kept one video how to check the allotment, whether your shares are created in your when you are approved to get the shares or not. So go to description link, and I kept one video that how to check your allotment. And after that allotment process, if you are not able to get this allotment, so automatically they will start the refund process. So July 23rd they are going to start the process of refunds. So those who are not eligible to get this Zomato IPO process, so definitely this bidding amount will refund to your bank account. And after that process, July 26th they are going to created your shares if you allotted. So automatically these shares will be created in your Demat account, which is you applied for the IPO process now. So these shares will be automatically debited in your Demat account. And listing date, July 27th 2021 is the listing of this company in the exchanges. It is online exchanges. They prefer to listed their Zomato company in both exchanges, BSE and NSE. We know that both Bombay Stock Exchange BSE and NSE National Stock Exchange. So as per my view, it may be listed with the premium amount of 95 to 100 rupees between. So obviously we can expect around 15 to 20 rupees. So better to apply for this IPO. And if you are long term investor, you can continue with the target of 150 to 175 rupees in near term. If you are if you don't want to continue with this long term process, you can exit with the best price of 100 to 110 rupees in the near term within a short period of time. And one more thing I want to share with you guys, don't go with this simply by the sake of advertisements. And a few of my friends told that Zomato is a very good company to apply for the IPO. So don't go with the silly rumors. You have to analyze the background history about this company, any cash flows and balance sheets and profit loss account, financial year track records. You have to analyze at least first of all. So then only you came to know that whether it is a good company for continuing with the long term. So I am here mentioning few things to know about this company. So cash flow statement, you can find here cash flow statements. And you can find here Zomato's financials as well, the revenue 2018 financial year, 2019 financial year, 2020 financial year revenue same as usual. And employees cost is reducing. So financial year 18 is around 62 crores, but when it comes to 2019 46 and financial year 2020 it's 31. So they are trying to decrease the employees cost. That is a good aspect element in this Zomato financial statement. We can able to understand this. And coming to advertising and sales, in financial year 2018 they are going to spend some 17 crores on advertisement. When it comes to 2019, they are raised to advertisement cost around 94 crores of amount. So it's a big, it's a very, huge spends are occurred in this 2019 financial year. And coming to 2020, 51 crores on advertising. And you can come down and you can find the bottom level. Total cost is 2000 financial year 18, you can find it 127 crores. And it is increased to doubling their total cost. So cost, whenever company is spending more cost, means it's a burden to their financial. And one more thing I mentioned here for your sake of reference, 2020 lockdown boosted the Zomato average order value by 32%. Because you can look at this graph, you can able to understand the how they are going to getting the more revenue and more profitable, turned into profitable after the lockdown. You can find here up to 2020 financial year quarter 4. After that, 2021 quarter 1, they increased 378 crores of average order value and 394 crores of quarter 2 financial year 21, and quarter 3 financial year 21 407 crores. So obviously you can appreciate this company, obviously maybe because already restaurants are opened and company came into the business, so they are going to earning their revenue, and obviously you can expect the profit from their business strategies. And along with, you can find here total assets, financial year 18 they having around assets of 1374 crores, but when it comes to 2020 2021 they increased the assets of 6988 crores. That is a very good aspect. And coming to the net losses, you can find here financial year 18 they make a loss of just 107 crores only. But when it comes to financial year 2020, they are making loss around 2,386 crores due to corona pandemic situation. Because obviously we know, right? I mean, there are lockdowns are happened in India, and there is no hotels, restaurants are locked down, so they are not able to do their business. So they are basically doing their operations, their business based on the hotels and the restaurants industry, right? If suddenly happens like lockdowns, so unfortunately they are making the huge losses. So we have to analyze this type of lockdowns if in future if occurs in India. So again, not only India, they are operating in different countries, right? So lockdown may be happen in different countries, not only this coronavirus, and different in future also we have to face the few more viruses and all. So you have to keep on your mind, and just you have to understand whether it is suitable for a long-term investment or not. And along with that, I mentioned here few reports for your sake of reference. You can check with the few Zomato revenue growth and how the losses are going to occur in the history track record. You can able to understand. Not only here, you can find in Google, or else you can go to the Zomato site and you can able to understand the financial ratios. Then only you can take the decision whether it is continue for the investments or not. So then only you can try to apply for the IPO. As per my view, you can, if you are a long-term investor, you can apply for the IPO, but don't continue with the long-term purpose, because we don't know the everyday condition will be changed day by day due to this corona lockdowns, and so you can expect very good returns. But I think this share price will not go beyond the 150 to 200 levels, so you can't expect the more than these levels. So that is my view. Yes friends, this is about the Zomato IPO process, and you have to keep one thing in your mind, that whenever you are going to apply for the IPO, just please research one thing, research at least one time about this company history and the balance sheet, financial status. Then only you have to apply for the IPO, and you can continue with this any type of IPO companies for the long term purpose. So this is the Zomato IPO process. How to apply the IPO process means, I'll share one video in the description link. Kindly watch the video how to apply the IPO process. So this is about the today's topic, friends. And if you want to open the Zerodha Demat account, kindly go to the description link. I mentioned there one link. You can open your Demat account within 10 minutes. And thanks for watching this video, friends. If you really like this video, kindly like this video and share this video if it's really useful to someone. And thanks for your valuable support, and I'll come back with another video. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel if still didn't subscribe our channel. Have a nice day, friends.